The gold rush of the 1800s created instant millionaires, but today, the real gold isn't metal, it's digital. AI-generated content is the next financial frontier, and right now, one under-the-radar company is sitting at the center of this multi-billion-dollar transformation. We're broadcasting from Sand Hill Road in Silicon Valley, where the world's biggest tech investors place their bets on the next trillion-dollar AI company. Imagine the modern glass skyscrapers, venture capital firms managing billions, and behind closed doors, private meetings with AI entrepreneurs shaping the digital future. This is where fortunes are made before the rest of the world even knows what's coming. And right now, the smartest money is moving into AI-generated content. It's bigger than most people realize. AI isn't just making art and writing text. It's building virtual worlds, creating 3D environments, and automating digital production at scale. The companies that control this technology will shape the future of gaming, Hollywood, advertising, and even the metaverse.
But here's what's crazy. Most investors are still focused on the wrong AI stocks. Everyone knows about NVIDIA, OpenAI, and the chip makers, but they're missing something even bigger. The AI revolution isn't just about hardware, it's about who controls the AI-generated assets inside the digital economy. And that brings us to today's biggest overlooked AI stock, Global Mofy AI, ticker symbol GMM. This company is already profitable, growing at over 50% per year and trading at a valuation that makes zero sense. It's like buying NVIDIA before the AI boom, but instead of chips, it's powering the entire AI-generated content revolution.
Most AI companies are burning cash, but Global Mofy AI is already making money. They've built an AI-driven 3D content platform that's faster and cheaper than traditional production methods, and they're already working with Hollywood studios, gaming giants, and metaverse developers. Yet, Wall Street still hasn't caught on. That's what makes this a rare ground floor opportunity before mainstream investors realize what's happening. AI-generated content is creating an entirely new economy, and that means multiple ways to make money. We'll break down how investors, entrepreneurs, and creators can profit from this shift. But first, let's dive into what Global Mofy AI actually does and why this stock could be one of the biggest AI winners of the decade.
The way digital content is created is being completely rewritten by AI, and Global Mofy AI is leading that revolution. This isn't just about making games look better or helping Hollywood create special effects faster. It's about replacing entire creative processes with AI automation. The old way? Hiring teams of designers, animators, and developers to spend months building high-quality assets. The new way? AI generates entire 3D worlds in minutes. And GMM is already licensing its AI-generated environments to some of the biggest content creators in entertainment. But here's the real opportunity. This shift isn't just for big companies. AI-powered content is opening massive money-making opportunities for individual creators, entrepreneurs, and investors. The people who understand this shift now will be the ones who profit the most.
And that's exactly why we created this episode, to give you the insider edge before the mainstream catches on. If you want to stay ahead of the market, make sure to subscribe and follow the Make Money podcast so you never miss an episode. And if you want exclusive AI stock picks, market updates, and strategies we don't share anywhere else, join our free investing newsletter. Now let's dive into what Global Mofy AI actually does and why this stock could be one of the biggest AI winners of the decade. The best investments aren't in the headlines. They happen before the crowd catches on. Right now, AI-generated content is transforming gaming, Hollywood, and the metaverse, and Global Mofy AI, ticker symbol GMM, is at the center of it. Unlike most AI companies burning cash, GMM is already profitable, going over 50% year over year and trading at a massive discount. But what does it actually do? And why is it positioned to dominate this industry? Let's break it down.
GM is revolutionizing digital content creation with AI. Instead of slow, expensive production pipelines, their AI-driven platform generates ultra-realistic 3D assets, environments, and characters for games, films, virtual reality, and metaverse applications. Game developers and studios spend millions creating high-quality digital environments manually. GMM's AI tech cuts costs and time by 70%, making it a must-have for companies looking to scale content production. The global market for AI-powered 3D assets is already worth over $13 billion and is expected to triple in the next 5 years. Companies like Tencent, Disney, and Epic Games are already integrating AI into their production pipelines, and GMM is positioned to be one of their key content suppliers. AI-generated content isn't just changing how digital worlds are built, it's turning content into a scalable, high-margin business.
In the past, creating realistic game environments or film quality 3D assets required teams of designers, animators, and developers working for months. It was slow, expensive, and limited by human labor. GMM's AI-driven platform replaces that entire workflow, generating ultra-realistic digital content in minutes at a fraction of the cost. That's why demand for AI-generated assets is exploding, and GMM is already capitalizing on it. They aren't just selling AI-generated content, they've built a scalable recurring revenue model where companies license AI-generated 3D assets, order custom digital environments, and access AI-powered content services. GMM's licensing business allows gaming studios, film producers, and advertisers to access a massive library of AI-generated assets without spending millions on manual production. Their enterprise contracts focus on building custom AI-powered virtual worlds for brands looking to expand into gaming, the metaverse, and digital experiences. Their AI-powered content services enable businesses to generate assets on demand through GMM's platform, providing a cost-effective, high-margin alternative to traditional content production.
And here's where things get even more interesting. GMM is expanding into the US market. They've already dominated China's AI content space, but now they're targeting Hollywood, major gaming studios, and metaverse companies. If they land even one high-profile partnership, their revenue could skyrocket. Yet Wall Street still isn't paying attention. Most investors are focused on AI chip makers like NVIDIA, while GMM is quietly positioning itself in a trillion-dollar industry before the mainstream catches on. AI-generated content is not a trend, it's the next phase of digital media production, and companies that control this phase will be some of the biggest winners in the AI revolution. The biggest advantage GMM has is its ability to scale quickly. Traditional content production is slow and expensive, but AI changes the equation. GMM can deliver massive volumes of digital content at a fraction of the time and cost, allowing companies to create more immersive experiences with far lower production budgets. This efficiency will continue to attract gaming studios, entertainment companies, and metaverse developers looking for ways to expand their digital worlds while cutting costs.
Let's recap. GMM is already making money, growing fast, and expanding into the biggest AI content markets. The stock is trading at a massive discount, but the big question is, how high can it go? And why hasn't the market priced it in yet? In the next segment, we're breaking down GMM's financials, valuation, and price targets. Stick around, because this is where things get really interesting. A stock can have an incredible business model, but if the numbers don't add up, it won't go anywhere. That's what makes Global Mofy AI, ticker symbol GMM, so compelling. Unlike most AI companies that are still in the growth, without profit stage, GMM is already generating real revenue, scaling fast, and turning a profit. In the AI sector, that's rare. Investors who understand this early have a chance to get in before Wall Street fully catches on. So how strong are the financials? And how high can the stock really go? Let's break it down.
Right now, GMM is growing at an incredible pace. Revenue is up 53.8% year over year, jumping from $26.9 million to $41.4 million. Even more impressive, net income has surged 89%, proving that this company isn't just growing, it's scaling efficiently. Compare that to most AI startups, which burn cash for years before even thinking about profitability. And yet, despite this massive growth, the stock is still trading at levels that don't make sense. The price-to-earnings ratio is just 6.7, while most AI stocks are trading at 20, 30, or even 50 times earnings. That's a sign that the market hasn't priced in the company's full potential yet. The key question now is, how long will this discount last?
What's stock valuation? Right now, GMM has a market cap of just over $100 million, which is tiny compared to the opportunity in front of them. AI-powered content creation is set to become a multi-billion-dollar industry, and GMM is one of the few companies positioned to dominate it. If we apply even a modest AI sector valuation, GMM should already be trading 3 to 5 times higher than its current price. Analysts tracking AI content companies predict that stocks in this space will experience a major re-rating as demand skyrockets. That's why the potential price targets are so compelling.
Let's break down the numbers. In the short term, as revenue growth continues and Wall Street starts noticing the stock, GMM could easily hit $12 to $15 per share, which would be a 3x return from current levels. Over the next 2 to 3 years, as AI-generated content becomes mainstream and the company secures larger contracts, the stock could reach $20 to $25, a 5x return. But the long-term play is where things get really interesting. If GMM continues expanding its partnerships, scales its U.S. business, and integrates deeper into Hollywood gaming and metaverse production pipelines, the company's valuation could explode. That's where we see a 10 upside, with the stock potentially reaching $50 plus over the next 5 years.
And this isn't just speculation. It's based on real revenue growth, profitability, and market expansion. Most AI stocks are running on hype. GMM is backed by numbers. They're already scaling internationally, targeting Hollywood studios and gaming giants, and sitting at the forefront of a massive industry shift. The biggest challenge for GMM will be maintaining its competitive edge as more companies enter the AI-generated content space. The key advantage they have right now is first mover status, profitability, and an expanding revenue base. As long as they continue securing enterprise contracts and position themselves as the go-to AI content provider, this stock could have enormous upside.
That's what makes this such a rare opportunity. Most AI companies are still years away from profitability. GMM is already making money, growing fast, and sitting at a valuation that makes no sense. The question now isn't whether GMM will grow, it's how long will this discount last before the market catches on. In the next segment, we're covering the biggest catalyst that could send this stock soaring, including its NVIDIA partnership, Hollywood expansion, and the AI content boom that's just getting started. Stick around, this is where things get exciting.
A stock's valuation doesn't rise in a straight line. It moves when major catalysts force the market to wake up. And for Global Mofy AI, ticker symbol GMM, there are several explosive catalysts that could send the stock soaring. These aren't distant possibilities, they're unfolding right now. We're talking about NVIDIA's deep integration with AI-generated content, GMM's U.S. expansion, and the booming demand for AI-powered digital assets. Any one of these could push GMM into the spotlight, but together, they create the perfect setup for a massive breakout.
Let's start with NVIDIA. If you follow AI, you know NVIDIA isn't just a chip company anymore. It's building the backbone of the AI revolution. Its Omniverse platform is designed for AI-powered content creation, and GMM is part of it. That means GMM's AI-generated 3D assets are integrated into NVIDIA's real-time rendering and AI automation tools. This is a huge validation because NVIDIA doesn't partner with just anyone. They selectively bring in companies that push the boundaries of AI innovation. When NVIDIA chooses a partner in AI, institutional investors pay attention. We've seen this happen before. Stocks tied to NVIDIA's AI expansion have exploded in value because hedge funds and investment firms follow NVIDIA's lead. If that trend holds, GMM could be one of the biggest AI growth stories that Wall Street hasn't priced in yet.
But it's not just about NVIDIA. The AI-generated content industry itself is about to take off. Gaming, Hollywood, and advertising are all moving toward AI-powered asset creation. In gaming, companies spend millions of dollars designing detailed environments, characters, and objects. AI is now automating that process, making it faster, cheaper, and infinitely scalable. Hollywood is also adopting AI-generated content for virtual film production, CGI environments, and real-time rendering. The demand for high-quality digital assets is growing exponentially, and GMM is one of the few companies that can provide them at scale. That's why they're actively expanding into the U.S. market, targeting major studios, gaming giants, and metaverse developers. If they land even one high-profile deal, it could catapult their revenue growth and put them on every investor's radar.
And this is where timing matters. AI adoption is accelerating at a speed no one expected. Companies that were experimenting with AI-generated content last year are now fully integrating it into their production workflows. The question isn't if AI powered content creation will become the standard, it's how quickly companies like GMM will scale to meet demand. GMM isn't just competing with traditional content studios, they're replacing them. AI is eliminating slow, expensive production pipelines, and GMM's platform is providing an instant solution for companies looking to produce high-quality digital assets at scale. The cost savings alone make it a game changer, and as the market realizes this, investors will rush to get exposure before it's too late.
This is what separates GMM from the hype-driven AI stocks. They're not selling a vision, they're already generating revenue, already expanding internationally, and already securing major partnerships. But the biggest question is, how can investors and entrepreneurs position themselves to profit from this shift beyond just buying the stock? That's exactly what we're breaking down next. In the next segment, we're covering real-world ways to make money from AI-powered digital content. Whether you're an investor, a business owner, or just someone looking for the next major trend to capitalize on, this next part could be a game changer. Stick around. This is where the real money is made. Investing in AI stocks like Global Mofy AI, ticker symbol GMM, is one way to profit from this revolution. But what if you could do more than just invest? AI-generated content is creating entirely new income streams, and the people who position themselves early are the ones who will see the biggest gains. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a freelancer, or just looking for ways to make extra money, this is the moment to act. Today, we're breaking down real-world business ideas and money-making strategies that anyone can start right now.
The first major opportunity is AI-powered video and content creation services. Right now, companies are shifting their marketing strategies toward AI-generated media, and they need experts who can help them create it. AI tools can now generate high-quality videos, 3D models, and digital ads at a fraction of the traditional cost, giving businesses access to professional-level content without massive production budgets. Businesses are already paying thousands of dollars for AI-generated video ads, social media content, and branded digital assets. Those who learn how to use these tools can start a freelance service or an agency, helping brands transition to AI-powered content.
Another major opportunity is selling AI-generated 3D assets. Platforms like TurboSquid, CG Shader, and Unreal Engine's marketplace allow creators to sell 3D models for video games, virtual reality, and film production. Traditionally, designing these assets required hundreds of hours of work from expert 3D artists. Now, AI tools can generate them in minutes, making it possible for creators to build digital asset portfolios that generate recurring revenue. The demand for AI-generated 3D content is growing fast as major game developers and production companies seek cost-effective solutions. Those who start building and selling AI-driven assets today could create passive income streams for years.
Another opportunity is starting an AI-powered marketing agency. Brands are looking for ways to leverage AI-driven ad creatives, automated social media campaigns, and AI-generated website content. Instead of hiring expensive design teams, companies are now using AI to produce ad copy, blog posts, and promotional graphics instantly, giving businesses a cost-effective way to scale their marketing efforts. One of the simplest ways to start is by offering AI-generated ad creation and social media management. Small businesses and startups are willing to pay for fast, affordable content that keeps them competitive. If you can deliver AI-generated promotional materials, short-form videos, and ad creatives at scale, you can build a profitable AI marketing agency with minimal overhead.
The next major opportunity is AI-powered gaming and metaverse business models. The gaming industry is shifting toward user-generated content, and AI is allowing creators to build entire virtual worlds, customized game skins, and interactive in-game assets in minutes. The ability to generate high-quality digital assets at scale is opening up massive opportunities for independent developers, digital entrepreneurs, and online communities looking to monetize gaming content. Metaverse platforms and blockchain-based games are already adopting AI-generated assets as a core part of their ecosystems. Virtual real estate, character skins, and AI-created experiences are now being sold as digital goods, providing new revenue streams for creators. These assets can be monetized through NFT marketplaces, metaverse land sales, and virtual stores inside gaming ecosystems. AI isn't just creating content, it's opening up new ways to generate income from digital economies.
The bottom line? AI isn't replacing human creativity, it's supercharging it. But people who recognize this shift early and build businesses around it will have the biggest financial advantage. Whether it's selling AI generated content, running AI driven marketing agency, or launching a business in gaming and digital assets, the opportunities are endless. And if you're investing in AI stocks, understanding these trends gives you an even bigger edge. GMM isn't just an AI company, it's a leader in the AI generated content revolution. But is it the best AI stock to buy right now? In the next segment, we're giving our final verdict, covering the risks, the potential rewards, and exactly how we would play this opportunity. Stick around, this is the part you don't want to miss.
We've covered why AI generated content is exploding, how GMM is positioned as a leader, and even business ideas to profit from this trend. But now it's time for the big question. Is GMM the best AI stock to buy right now? Every great investment has risk, reward, and strategy. So let's break it down.
First, the bull case. GMM is in hypergrowth mode, with revenue up 53.8% year over year and net income surging 89%. Unlike many AI companies that are still burning cash, GMM is already profitable, scaling fast, and expanding into the US market. The AI content industry is on track to become a multi-billion-dollar market, and GMM has first-mover advantage in AI-generated 3D assets. They're working with major gaming studios, film companies, and advertisers, and their integration with NVIDIA's Omniverse could put them on Wall Street's radar soon. Despite all of this, the stock is still trading at a deep discount. AI stocks often trade at 20 to 50 times earnings, but GMM has a PE of just 6.7, meaning the upside potential is massive if the market catches on.
Now for the risks. While GMM's growth is impressive, AI generated content is still an emerging industry and competition could increase. If larger players enter the space, GMM will need to maintain its competitive edge through partnerships and continued innovation. Another risk is low market awareness. Right now, many investors don't even know GMM exists. That's an opportunity for early investors, but it also means the stock could take time to gain traction. However, once a high-profile partnership or institutional investor steps in, the stock could re-rate very quickly. That's why early positioning matters.
So, how should investors play this? Based on valuation, revenue growth, and industry positioning, GMM has 3x upside in the short term, 5x in the midterm, and potentially 10x over the long term. For investors looking for high growth AI exposure at a discount, this stock is worth serious consideration. The key is position sizing, starting small, adding on confirmation, and watching industry catalysts. If GMM secures a major US partnership or gains Wall Street attention, this stock could move fast.
And here's the final takeaway. AI generated content is not a trend. It's the next industrial revolution for digital media. Companies that position themselves early will dominate, and GMM is already proving it can lead this space. If you want to stay ahead of these opportunities, make sure to subscribe to the podcast and join our free newsletter, where we cover AI stocks, money-making strategies, and high-growth investments before they hit the mainstream.
If you enjoyed this episode, please take a moment to rate and review the podcast. It helps us reach more listeners who want to take control of their financial future. And don't forget to follow us on social media for real-time updates and exclusive investment insights.
If you want to stay ahead of these global shifts, don't just listen, take action. Subscribe now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and follow us on Twitter. Dive deeper with our full lineup. Finance Frontier, AI Frontier AI, Make Money, and Mindset Frontier AI. All curated in one place at financefrontierai.com. If you're already following us, help us grow by leaving a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. It's the best way to support the show and help us reach more listeners like you. And don't miss out. Sign up for our newsletter to get exclusive insights, breaking financial news, and expert analysis delivered straight to your inbox.
Now for the disclaimer, the information provided in this episode is for informational purposes only. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of capital. Always conduct your own due diligence and consult with a licensed financial advisor before making decisions.
While we've highlighted opportunities like Global Mofy AI, $SHMM, this episode does not provide personalized investment advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results, and markets can change quickly.
We may hold positions in some of the companies discussed. Transparency is important, so always verify information and base your decisions on personal goals and risk tolerance.
The music in this episode is licensed under standard agreements. Special thanks to Vibe Tracks for the track Crystal, provided under the YouTube Audio Library license.
This episode is copyright 2025 by Finance Frontier AI. All rights reserved. Unauthorized reproduction or distribution is strictly prohibited.
Thanks for joining us today. Stay strategic, stay focused, and take action. We'll see you next time.